Oh, Nachula va Pemu Shawaye.
We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys, Utitina, we don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries. Now you came here with a traveling document. You came with a passport. You know that you are a visitor, but now you decided to come and integrate in our communities. You know very well that what you have done is wrong.
How many children do you have here?
We can come to Ghana and do what you're doing.
AP passport.
Eh? Now you are carrying a bucket. It's 11 a.m. You were supposed to be fighting the government of Ghana there to ensure that they are getting things right.
No, there's no fight in Ghana. You must fight what they did.
Where's your papers?
Passport.
Passport.
Where's your passport?
Take it out.
Let me see your passport. Let me see.
Unfortunately, this is the situation in South Africa right now as they are attacking African immigrants. Indeed, the situation in South Africa is getting out of hands, and the president of Ghana got this to tell black South Africans.
The young people of South Africa do not know what happened before they gained their freedom. The whole of this continent stood behind South Africa. The whole of Africa stood behind South Africa to fight against apartheid. I remember all of us growing up as secondary school children, went on marches. We were part of the African Youth Command. We demonstrated, we boycotted classes and all that, all in the fight against apartheid. Indeed, for several of the countries where their citizens have been brutalized in South Africa, these are countries that were called frontline states that harbored the freedom fighters, of South Africa and gave them safe haven, gave them passports, to be able to avoid the clutches of the apartheid regime. Nigeria, even though not a neighbor of South Africa, was considered a frontline state because of the economic contribution that Nigeria did to the ANC to be able to liberate South Africa from apartheid. And so it is regrettable that the same people who fought against apartheid, are being attacked in this way.
I think this time around, there are some sensible, well-educated black South Africans who have seen the wrongdoings of their fellow black South Africans to the African immigrants, and they are defending them strongly. They call themselves Kapanan Africa, and I think they are doing the right thing.
And if you're saying you're standing against xenophobia, South Africans saying they're not xenophobic, but they're highlighting the social ills that they too have to struggle with.
I would say they are correct to be worried about the social ills, but they are inaccurate about pointing who the enemy is. Because the enemy is not people coming into this nation. The enemy are the people that are failing to service them. Because people are crying about housing, they're crying about education, the right to health. Because, think about it, 30 years into democracy, when you look at our health institutions, they have dilapidated. When I was young growing up, I could easily be taken to Baragwanath Hospital or to Orlando Clinic, and the conditions were good. So who is to be blamed? We must properly blame the right person, not blame poor people that are also struggling to make a living, because the conditions in the different countries are horrible.
And now one of the placards here, several say no one is illegal. But we know that there are undocumented migrants in South Africa. What exactly do you mean?
To say someone is illegal, it means that you should have taken them through proper and due process, right? But we know that we have backlog. We know that a lot of asylum seekers, they hardly find help when they go and present themselves because of the backlog. So how can we then say someone is illegal? What kind of data are we using to back up that? So we are saying anyone in Africa is not illegal. Also, the ANC slogan said, this country belongs to all who live in it. So when did that change? So how can you then turn around because you have democracy and say someone is illegal? When 30 years back, under apartheid, we were running to different nations. And secondly, we forget who built this country. We forget that the economy of this country was built by migrants.
One thing that surprises me about Black South Africans is that they believe that people from Ghana, Nigeria, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Mozambique are their source of problem in the country. They are creating problems for them. They are making them live in poverty. But they are missing the target. They are missing the target big time because they are targeting the wrong people. If you want people who controls your economy, it's the white minority. It's the apartheid system that still controls your economy. If you want the one who holds in charge of your land, it's the white minority. If you want the one who distributes jobs in your country, it's the white minority because they control the economy. They own the banks, they own the businesses, they own the farms. So I don't know what actually they want from African immigrants, because African immigrants are hustlers. They come with skills and they hustle for themselves. So I don't know why they are attacking African immigrants. But in other sense, I think they go for the easy targets. Oh yes, they know very well that the Afrikaners, the white people, or the Chinese, the Indians, they are in possession of weapons. So if they make any mistake, there will be a retaliation. So they go for the Africans, their own African brothers and sisters, their fellow black people, the easy target. That is what is happening in South Africa right now. And the saddest part of it is that these people do not go after the black Africans, the African immigrants, because they are in possession of wrong documentations or they are in possession of some criminal products or something else that breaks the law of South Africa. But they go for them to steal from them, to take advantage of them, to harass them, just like that. Because most of the time, there's civilians who are not policemen, who are not immigration officers. Common civilians go and ask for documents from African immigrants in order to take money from them, in order to rob them, in order to loot their shops. So it is never about African immigrant doing something wrong in South Africa. It's about easy targeting and taking advantage of them. This is the situation in South Africa right now. This is my message to all African immigrants who are living in South Africa. If you are from Ghana, Nigeria, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Kenya, Congo, and you are living in South Africa, please get prepared to go back home for your own safety. I think if you have life, you have everything. When there is life, there is hope for tomorrow. And I think it is not only South Africa that can make you a rich person or a successful person in life. You can bright at any corner if you put effort enough. Though I am a Ghanaian living in South Africa, but within my 8-year stay in South Africa, I have seen enough and I am prepared to go back home. So let's all go back home. Home is home, home sweet home. There is no place like home. If you are waiting for Black South Africans to change their thinking, to change their perception towards you, you are wasting time, because the mindset can never be changed. It is about time that you get prepared and return back home. Life is everything. If you have life, there is hope for tomorrow. A word to the wise, as I always say, it is enough. Thanks for watching. My name is Don Cyrus. Please like the video and share it, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in my next video. Stay awesome.